Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Monique, and I am wanting to make an update video of my post-op 9 days. It has been, I will tell you, a lot harder than I thought it would be. It's been extremely hard. I kind of been feeling really hot, headache, sick, not feeling good. A lot of constipation. The constipation isn't just regular constipation. It's like, for me, especially because I don't have a gallbladder, and I'm not trying to speak for anybody else, but just my experience, my constipation has been awful. Like, oh my gosh, it was just so hard. Just knowing something's up there. So I highly suggest buying an enema. I have enemas, just because I was doing like a cleansing thing when I was losing weight. So I have those on hand, thank God. I have laxatives, and I have Smooth Move tea that you can buy from Walmart or anywhere. It's organic. Usually that's how it comes. And what else have I used? I've used everything. I've drank plenty of water, but honestly, the medication, I believe, contributes to that, and plus the garment, and then just sitting there. Also, just everything combined is contributing to constipation, especially your stomach being tighter, just the skin even. I mean, I don't suggest this. I'm just telling you guys my experience. So I took off my garment, and I'm not suggesting that to anybody, but I feel like it was a lot more to my benefit to have it off than on. I have not worn it. I worn it for like maybe a day and a half, but I just couldn't do it no more because it was digging into my side where my incision is. I go see my doctor tomorrow, so I've been without it now 9 days, and I wore it like one, but like I said, it's more to my benefit to not have it because of my constipation. On top of that, the digging into my incision, it was just right there, and it would burn. It was pulling on that, and so it burned, and it hurt every time I walked or moved my leg. It hurt so bad because where my hip is, my skin is so thin there, just from being, losing weight. On top of it, there's a lot of just scar tissue is pretty thin. That's where I have a lot of my stretch marks, and on top of that, my incision's right there. So it's just really thin from my hip bone to my skin. So, and then with the garment on top of that, it's just could not do it. So I had to take it off. Plus, I couldn't breathe. I was feeling lightheaded. I couldn't use the bathroom. I had a headache. It was just not good for me. I'm still hunched over, as you can tell. I'm walking to show you my body. Post-op 9 days, my new body, my belly button, I'm still freaked out about, but always, sorry, I just ate and I have something in my tooth. Everybody will tell you their belly button they're kind of freaked out about, and it just, that healing, when it's healed, it'll look a lot more natural, but mine looks a little bit bigger than I wanted it to, but it's still healing, so, and I'm still hunched over. I've been doing the best I can to stand up straight, but it's tight. Like, it's really tight. Let me see if I can turn on the light. So this is just for post-op purposes. I'm not trying to show my body. It's not what I want to do, but for anybody that wants to get a tummy tuck, these videos have helped me so much. And I've got my drain up here. This is where they placed it when they put the garment on, and I just feel it's more safe there, because if I have this outside of my shirt, the wire's really long, and I'm really scared to snag it. So I just feel it a little bit more, closer to my body. It's a lot safer. So he did pretty good. I was a little upset because my down here is a lot swollen, so hopefully it gets better, but I don't like the way it looks right now. But most women I've seen gets a lot of swelling down there, so that's been bugging me. But this is my incision, as you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but I've had a lot of stretch marks there, and he did fairly well with that. This is still swollen. Like, I'm not feeling as swollen as most people have talked about. I'm not feeling that, like, overwhelming, heavy, fat, like, amount of swelling. I am swollen, but I just don't feel that horrible. And that's a good thing that I also got down as low as I could in my weight beforehand, just because, like, I don't feel as big now, so thank God for that. I am naturally, normally a lot smaller than this. I am very swollen. Not very swollen, but I'm pretty swollen. Not to the point for me that it's uncomfortable at this point, but this is like when I gain weight or overeat or whatever, this is kind of how I look. But beforehand, like, I'm pretty thin. I'd say, like, about this. So there's quite a bit of swelling. I mean, obviously you're not swelling, but it's not to the point where it's uncomfortable. At first, I've seen people touch their bellies a lot, and I'm like, it cringed me. But touch can be very soothing. It can be very healing. But just be careful. I mean, I try to be careful not to touch my incisions, or I've only, like, rubbed very little bit of Neosporin on my belly button. Like, I'm really trying not to touch those areas because they did a lot of work there, you know? So, and my incision's very low. Like, literally, my pube hairs are, like, way up here, so they shorten my torso quite a bit. I imagine over time I'll be able to stand up straighter and this will elongate, but it's pretty short, honestly. But honestly, the way I was before, I'm pleased with his work, because I had such a bad case of stretch marks, and some of them were pretty thick, and where the stretch marks were, the skin was very thin. So I was a bit worried, like, how is he going to sew that together? Is the needle even going to go through that thin of skin? Like, the skin was just, like, the stretch marks were pretty thick and the skin was just so thin. But he did a great job. I'm pleased, and my thighs are a little bit better. They are very jiggly before the surgery, and they still are. You can tell right here, like, they were very bad, and they've gotten a slight bit better. I still don't like them. I still don't like my legs, but it is what it is. I didn't even notice that was behind me. Yeah, my back looks really long. My fiance's like, do you have a butt crack? It's funny, but I do have a butt crack. I'm a lot of back, though. I got a lot of back there, and it just looks crazy, especially when you're bent over like this. But yeah, that's my post-op, and I apologize. I thought I was going to be able to be making a lot more videos, a lot, more detailed, helpful videos, but when you're recovering, like, honestly, it's hard to do anything. Like, I'm miserable sitting on this chair, and I just want to do a video, but I'm just so exhausted. Like, even talking is exhausting to me. Laughing hurts. Yes, it's true. It's awful, and I never realized how much me and my fiance laughed, but oh my God, I can't even be around him, because I'm like, shut up. I can't, like, I just stop, because it hurts so bad. And, like, when I laugh, my stomach raises, so it pulls on the incision, plus the muscle's tight, so I have to, like, fake laugh, like, just to hold the pressure from the stomach. It's crazy, but I've enjoyed having him around, and oh shoot, it's been great. But and I really did think that I was gonna be chilling, relaxing, because I've been with school and everything. It's been hectic, and I couldn't wait to relax and be off of work and chill. But honestly, it's not as fun as you would think that it would be. It's not. I'm pretty miserable, honestly. Like, it's not fun just sitting here doing nothing, watching movies all day. I mean, maybe if I could get up and move a little bit and go to the store or something, or it's just not that fun. This is my seat. I have a blanket underneath, a pillow for my butt, because your butt hurts, and I've got 2 pillows for my back, and I have to constantly adjust them. And ow, sometimes it hurts to sit down. It hurts to do anything, really. But yeah, this is not as fun as I thought it would be, but that's okay. I mean, it's definitely worth it. I've been through a lot with my stomach and my body, especially losing weight. You lose a lot of confidence, and it's not just confidence. It's like running and stuff. I like to run now. I've always liked to run, actually, but I've just started getting into it really hardcore lately. And it's hard when you have, sorry, I'm trying to throw this away. It's hard when you have a flappy belly and flappy legs and arms and all that to really, exercise and feel good, because it's just uncomfortable. I mean, and, like with clothes you want to wear, pretty clothes, you want to feel good, and you're like, oh my god, that would look so good, and I want to wear that, like, that would look so good on me, and then when you put it on, it's like, the stomach's too tight, and you can see that little loose skin at the bottom, and, even your vagina area, your camel toe looks insane, like, it's ugly, and for me, I just hated it, and I'm so happy that I can at least feel more comfortable in my clothes. I think that's the most important, besides working out. Like, and I've had physical jobs, and just bending over and I don't have that thing hanging there, and it's actually made me feel a lot fatter than I was. Like, it makes you feel a lot bigger than you really are, all that extra skin, because in your clothes and just when you're bending over, you're not that big, but it's there, and it feels unattractive to you, and so you just don't feel good about it, and I'm so happy for it to be gone, and I couldn't have wanted anything more. I really am so happy for this, and I'm so thankful that I was able to get this done, and I'm so thankful to my doctor and to the people that have helped me at work, cover for me, my boss who allowed me to do it. I mean, just to everybody that's been just so helpful to my fiance, my sister, she's checking in on me all the time, my mom, and my son calls me almost every day, and I'm just so thankful to everybody that's supporting me right now, because it's been hard, and I've really wanted this instead of judging me like they're supporting me, and I really just thought I'd be judged slightly, what can I say? I mean, it happens and whatever, but I'm just so, like, thankful how everybody showed up to support me, and even my fiance's family has been supportive and asked how I'm doing and just checked up on me and everything, and I'm just thankful for that, because when you show kindness versus hate or judgment, it just goes such a long way, and it's taught me a lot, because I could be judgmental myself, and it's just, and I wasn't ever like that, and I don't know what happened, but I will definitely do my best to not judge people and just let them be who they are, and just show love and support. That's all that you can do for people. Like, that's the best thing you could do for anybody, is just don't judge them, just support and love them, and just allow them to make their own mistakes, their own decisions, and just support them, and I just, because I'm so thankful, like, I'm just overwhelmed with love right now, and as sick as I feel, it just helps a lot, because I feel like crap. I haven't even been able, like, to really want to make videos or anything. I did eat pizza today. It was so good too. It was Little Caesars. I got, like, a deep dish for my fiance with pepperoni and sausage, and then I got me a thin crust with jalapenos, black olives, onions, and pepperoni. Oh my gosh, and it's so good. They really do well with their pizzas, except for, like, the original one, the $5 one. it's so dry. I don't like that one at all. But if you know what to order at Little Caesars, they can do you right. So, and then we got some crazy bread, and it's been great. My fiance's just been so amazing, and we have a lot of fun together, and I really realize that now, that because we're just always laughing and joking, and it's so fun. It's funny too, because I'm like, oh my god, I can't, it hurts so bad. But yeah, and just having him, he's been sleeping next to me all night, like every night. Like I'm in the chair and he's in the couch, and that's feels so good to know, like, he's right there if I need anything. And I've just been doing the best I can to do stuff on my own. I washed my hair yesterday. I had makeup on too from the other doctor's appointment, and I kind of left that on for like 2 days, I think. But I just, washed everything, and I've been trying to keep up with my hygiene, like down there and my armpits and just all over, because the bandages, when they took them off, it smelled really, really awful. And I could still smell that a little bit. Like, he did clean it up a little bit, but very, makeshift, just real quickly, just because he glued some tape stuff over the incisions, and he just really didn't do a great job. So obviously when I got home, I cleaned it a lot more. That smell was just awful. It was just, oh my god. And it just was on some of my clothes, so I've washed all my clothes since then. Obviously changed everything, my shirt, my underwear, just everything. Even they put the binder on right after he took the bandages off. They put the binder right on, and he didn't clean it right, so I wore it for that one day, but I took it off, and then I washed it. I washed my pillowcases and everything, and it sounds like I've been doing a lot, but really it's a very slow process. I have to carry, one or two, just little by little, I am able to do things, and I have to go very slowly. I have all day, so it sounds like, I could be doing a lot, but really no, it takes me all day to do. It takes me a while, it just doesn't, it's not very quickly done. I have to take a little while to do things and go very slowly. But I am able to do some things, because obviously I have all day, so I'm able to just wash my hair, whatever. Wipe myself down while I'm on the toilet, or whatever, I can sit on the toilet and wipe myself down, and change my underwear and things like that. I can do that. I have all day. So, but yeah, the binder, I would just say, if it's hurting you, I just felt like the pressure that I had to keep it on, because, they say it's safe, it's for the swelling and all that, and I get that, but it was honestly more detrimental to my health than it was helping me. It was not safe to have it on, period, and I think it was just way too tight. So, it needs to be firm on your body, but not painful, and not too tight, and that was just too tight. I could not breathe. I did not feel good. I couldn't use the restroom, and knowing that there's clothes on your body, and there's a hole there to use the bathroom, but knowing that there's clothes on there, it really hindered me from my natural instinct to use the bathroom, because I felt like I was gonna pee or use the bathroom in my pants. So my body was not wanting to let me do that, so I had to eventually take it off, because it was just already hard enough to use the bathroom as it was, being constipated, and then with that on top of it, it was awful this last week. But I just tried to get my inner strength to make my own decisions. At first I was really scared, because I don't know what I'm doing. The only person I could really trust is the doctor and their advice. But after a while, I have to say, this is my body. I know myself more than they do. I know my body better. And just because they're doctors, and I'm not telling anybody to go against their doctors, but sometimes you have to think for yourself. And honestly, they're not here with me, they can't see what's going on, and I'm explaining it to them, but they're saying it's normal, whatever. And I just have to make, eventually sometimes you just have to make decisions that are best for you. And I'm just so glad that because I was just like, I need to keep this on. I have to keep this binder on, but it was hurting so bad. Like, eventually, if I would have worn that for more days, my incision probably that thing would have cut into my side probably, and it would have been an open wound. Or I hear skin can die if something's too tight. And sometimes you just have to make your decisions for yourself, because they're not with you, and they can say, oh, well, maybe she's exaggerating, or who knows what they're thinking. But it's my body, it's my mind. I know what I need, and that it hurt, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, I'm not going to do something that is possibly can hurt me, and that I know is not good. So yeah, so I'm not wearing it right now because it really does hurt. It's way too tight. So I found on Amazon some binders that don't go on the full body, just the upper ones, and I asked her about it. I told her about it, but she said, no, we want it to go around your whole body. But I've seen other tummy tuck doctors just use that middle binder. I've seen it done. I don't understand what the issue is, but I'm going to buy that one anyways because I'm comfortable with that. But then I also seen something from, her name is Jen, it's Jen's Journey on Instagram, and she has this thing from Walmart that looks very comfortable, very, it's a full body thing, so I was going to just wear that underneath the binder. It's a full body suit thing, basically just like the compression garment, but it buttons and unbuttons down there, so the full bottom part opens. You don't just have a hole, which they should have probably done that. But anyways, it unbuttons the full area, so you can use the bathroom. You can pull it up if you need to. It's a lot thinner. It's a lot more, just looks more comfortable. And I'm not trying to squeeze my guts into this thing, and that cannot be healthy. It cannot be healthy to have something that tight on your body. It can't be healthy. There's just no way your gut's being squeezed like that. So no, even without tummy tuck surgery, it just can't be. And I honestly don't believe that would help with, I think it would probably make swelling worse, if anything. I don't get it. But I'm feeling okay today. This is just my experience, my advice. I don't want nobody to think that I'm trying to tell you what to do or anything like that. I'm not. I'm just saying how I feel. This is how I feel. You might not feel the same way, fine, but that's how I feel. I feel that thing is too tight. So I'm going to do what I can to go by the doctor's wishes, but at the same time be comfortable and not feel like I can't breathe, like I'm going to pass out all the time. That's just cannot be normal or healthy. So I'm going to do what I can to be safe and to listen to the doctor, but at the same time follow my intuition as well. So anyways, yes, you guys, I apologize for the way that I look, but Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You like my tree? Yeah, that's my little makeshift tree. I didn't really have any leftover Christmas decorations. I threw away my tree years ago, maybe like 3 years ago. I threw out all my stuff. I don't even know why I did that. I just was done with it, I guess. And anyways, I just got myself a new one, and I made it all cute. And I will try to update you guys again here soon on what's going on. I get my drains moved tomorrow, hopefully, depending on how much the fluid is draining. It's not draining that much. I have this in here. I've had that in here since yesterday. So if I take the compression off, I would say it's about 10 to 20 milliliters in there. So it's not draining much. So possibly he could take it out. I honestly don't care if they leave it in longer. Most people hate the drains, but it doesn't bother me. It's not wet. It's not painful. It's not draining a lot. It doesn't bother me. So I don't care. Whatever is necessary. So if they don't take it out tomorrow, that's fine. if they do, that's fine too. I'm just scared that if it's gonna hurt. But other than that, I will update you after if I do get the drains removed tomorrow, which I'm really scared. I kind of don't want to. This has been so bad. It's been a lot harder than I thought. Like pre-operation, they gave me a shot in my butt and it hurt so bad. Like, oh my god, my whole leg was shaking. They put some like alcohol swabs in both of my nose holes. What else did they do? After that, taking off the bandages was just not a good experience. The leaking I had wasn't a good experience. The pain from the binder was not a good experience. The day they put the binder on, that was like not a good experience. When the drainage, I think I said, that was like wearing a wet diaper. That did not seem normal. Over your incisions, like it was so soaked. And he wanted me to sit in it for 4 days. And they're like, oh, that's normal. And I'm like, it's like a wet diaper around my incision. That's okay to have something wet over, it needs to heal and it's all wet there. It was just completely soaked with blood. And it's been a rough road. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to be that difficult, that scary. Every step in this journey has been scary for me. The binder was scary because it was tight, it hurt, it made me feel like I was going to pass out. The constipation was so bad to the point where, and I'm not exaggerating, and honestly, I could take a lot of pain and I could take a lot. But this stuff really scared me because the constipation was so bad that I was pushing so hard. Like, I've never had constipation like that. And I've been constipated because I haven't had my gallbladder. So I've been constipated. This was really bad, and I really thought maybe I'm going to have to go to the hospital to get it out because it just was not coming out. And it hurt so bad, and I could feel it like it needed to come out, but it just was not. And I was wanting to stick something up there, and I realized I had an enema, so the next time that happens, I'm going to use it. But yeah, I was taking a laxative with like every meal because I needed to relieve myself. So I was taking like four laxative with each meal, and that still didn't even budge it. So it did not push it. So like that was scary and uncomfortable, and just everything has been harder than I thought. So I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just saying from my experience, it could just be me, that I'm just a different case, that I'm just, for whatever reason, going through it, Maybe that's just it's my story. It's me. So, like, that's, your story's gonna be different. Everybody's gonna be different. That's what I went through. It's been hard. Tomorrow's gonna be hard. I'm very, very afraid. And I'm very scared that they're gonna try to force me into this freaking garment that I don't want to wear. And the compression socks are very tight and uncomfortable as well. I took them off for one night so that my legs can breathe, but the way my legs are, with the weight loss, they're very soft and like a lot of skin and stuff, and when you put those on, they're so tight, they kind of, just like the garment, they create these folds in your skin, and it hurts, especially when you're laying here all night. Like, if, say, your socks are too tight or something, it just embeds in your skin, and it's just so uncomfortable. And so I even took those off, and I've been rubbing my legs, though, trying to walk around, do stuff, rub my legs, and keep the circulation going. But for the most part, I feel healthy, I feel safe, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. But you do what's best for you, and I will do what's best for me. But it's uncomfortable, very, 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 very uncomfortable. So, but I will say, listen to your doctor, but also listen to yourself as well. Okay. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I will make a video hopefully tomorrow after my doctor's appointment and give you an update then. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Bye.